Sorry. Okay. Okay, no problem. The problem we had on that day was actually from this name. You know, you remember that we use test to column to split this name. Did you remember? We used test to column to split this name on that day. So if you look at this name, there's a space in front of it. Let me press backspace now. Can you see that it moved back? Can you see that there's a space here? It is the space that is causing problem. There's no space.
Your cursor is not moving. I don't know where you are.
You said what?
I can't see your cursor. I can't see where it is.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, now I can see it.
You can see now. Good. Now, I said on that day, you know, we remember we used test to column to split this name. Can you remember very well?
Yes.
We copied this name, this box, we splitted it on that day using test to column. Unfortunately, there is a space in front of this teenager, young, adult, senior, elderly. There's a space in front of the names. There are spaces rather, or a space in front of each of them. If I click on this now and I click backspace, can you see that it moved backward? Can you see teenager now? There's a space there. You have young adult. Press space backspace rather. You can see that there's a space. So that is the reason why I told them in what Becky was talking about, that I said they should type with hand so that there will be no space. They'll be sure there's no space in between them. So because there are spaces there, that's the reason why what we have here, the teenager here is not the same as teenager here, because the teenager here does not have space, the one here has space. And the one here with space is what we use here. What we use here are the one with spaces. You get it now? Now, oh, sorry, not the one. Let me try something and see whether it will work first. Instead of, there are two things we can do now. Let me try the first one. And the first option is to recreate this edge band. We can recreate the edge band using the VLOOKUP. I think we use VLOOKUP for this. We use if function for this. We can create it, but let me try something first. Control-Shift down. Control-H. Let's look for the space and replace with nothing. Okay. I think the space will work. Let's go back. Let's see now. I think the space should work. Well, if we remove all the spaces, you can see that it works now. It works now. Okay, somebody said we didn't have teenager. You see that we don't have teenagers now, but I think the spaces has worked. Instead of getting 00 all through, you can see that now we have figures in these spaces now. So that is what I did is just to remove the spaces. But let's use. Is it that there's no teenager at all? There are teenager now. But let's do it again.
No revenue for teenagers.
Okay, no revenue for teenagers.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but there should be for young adults.
Yes, sir.
Because I can see young adult here. Okay, no problem. Let's recreate it so that I don't know why the young adult. Oh, okay, young adult now. It has taken the space again in between them. You know, I click remove space. So even all the space, the thing remove all the space that you can see. No problem. So let's do it again. Equals to VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP. A lookup value is the age, right? Comma. Our table array is this. Now we've removed the spaces now. These are table array. We put it in F4. Remember, comma. The column index number is 2. That is column 2. On this table array, the answer you want is from column 2. That is teenager, adult, whatever. Column 2, comma. Now we said this time around, we're going to use approximate match. Approximate match, which is 1 or true. You can press 1 or you press true. Close the bracket and click OK. So we have seniors now. Now let's copy this down. So with this now, let's see whether it will work or we have to change it to ordinary text. You can see that it's working now. So it is the space that was giving us problem that day. You can see this is the age band, this is the revenue per age category. The revenue from so we can see that from this analysis that we are selling more to adults than to any other age band based on the category. Based on the way we categorize them. Good. Now, the next thing we have here is create visualization by revenue and visualization by proportion of revenue or by age band. So here, I'm going to introduce, we are going to introduce a new topic today called pivot table. Pivot table. I sent a workbook to you. That's what we're going to use for our pivot table. But before that, let me just let's first do simple pivot table from here. Then we move to. We can actually use this one to create our data, but no problem. What do we do? What do you suggest? Do you want us to use this or to use the supermarket? We are going to use only one. Let's use only one. No problem. Which one do you want us to use? Do you want to use this or use supermarket? Let's vote. Yeah, type in the chat box, please. We want to create our dashboard using, we have two documents now. We have this and we have the one in the supermarket sales, the one I sent to you in the group chat. Which one do you want us to use? Suggest this one or the one in supermarket? Supermarket, okay, good. Who else? The market workbook, good. The market is having hedge. A minute, please. Come. Hello. Okay. So we have only two answers: supermarket workbook. Good, no problem. But to me, okay, maybe you can work this one later, Sha. This one is more comprehensive than that one, but the methodology remain the same. Okay, no problem. So let's start from this. I want to introduce to pivot table. When you talk of pivot table is a way to summarize, is one of the greatest tools in Excel. It is used to summarize data in Excel. Any amount of data can be summarized within a tinku over 9 using pivot table. Now, how do we get pivot table? You go to your insert tab. On that insert tab, you see pivot table on the right side, on the left side here. That is called pivot table. So pivot table will analyze your data within a tinku over 9, and a very good tool that is being used to analyze data while working with Excel. So how does it work? Now let's first see this. Let's select this table we have. This is our workbook here. Let's make it into a table. It's always good to work with table. like I said earlier, during the data structuring. So let's select this data set and let's let's make it a table. It's always good. It's not compulsory, but it's good. Click OK. Now let's select. I now select it now, and I click on Insert Pivot Table. Now we have, look at this dialog box. We have here. We have select a table or range. Select a table or range. We have selected it. It has taken table 4. Good. It's asking us, do you want to use an external data source? No. Use this workbook data model? No. We don't have any model that we are linking this range to. It's asking us, are we going to, do you want us to put it, the answer, in a new worksheet or existing worksheet? I want to click on new worksheet. Good. If you want existing worksheet, you select the location where you want to be, because there are already text in this worksheet. But let's pick a new worksheet and click OK. So the moment you click OK, 2 things will appear on your workbook. You have this pivot table, and you have the pivot table field. Field here means column. Field means what? Columns. So instead of calling it pivot table column, we'll call it pivot table field. So these are 2 things you are going to see here. And these are the 2 things we are going to use for our analysis. This is visualization. We visualize our report here. We have the analysis there. Now, let's say the first thing under this pivot, okay, this is visualization area, this is field. Let's first analyze this field. Under this pivot table field, we have 4 boxes here. The first box is for filter. Second box is for column. The third one is for value, while the fourth one is for rows. What does each of them mean? Let's check them one by one. Let's pick our revenue here. Put revenue in a value column. What can you see immediately? That is our total revenue. Within a trickle of an eye, you have your total revenue ready immediately. You can see that. So this is a pivot. As you can see, it is a pivot table on its own. This is a pivot table. This 21,746 whatever, or let's format it. Let's format it like we used to format. Right click on it, click on number format. Number format, number, and let's use comma separator and click OK. So this is 21,764. You can see that the moment I click outside the table, when I click outside this table, the pivot field went away. But when I click on the table, pivot field will come up, and you're going to see pivot table tools here. You remember when we were working, if we work with table, when you click on table, you're going to see the table tool. But here, when you click on pivot table, you're going to see pivot table tools here. Is that clear now? So when you click on pivot table, this, as you can see, the pivot table. This is simplest pivot table. It just summarizes everything we have in our sales. Now, when I drag the revenue to this column, we have sum of sales automatically. Excel suspect that maybe we want to sum it, because what we have in that column are actually figures. So that's why it's sum it. You can decide, okay, we don't want to sum it. That's why we have these options here. You have the value. If you want to remove it from this place, there are 2 ways to remove it. You can just click on remove field. This sum of revenue will go. Or we click on, or we drag it off this place. But we are not doing that now. Click on value field setting. Can you see that what Excel has done is sum? We can also use count. We can use average. We can use max. We can use mean. We can use product. So you see that everything we did here, what we did when we are using max, count, all those things will happen. We can also use those ones also to summarize our report here. But let's stay with the count, with the sum here for now. Click OK and click OK. So sum. So that is the first thing we learn here. Can you practice it on your homework book now? Can somebody practice it? Click convert your table. This table we have here. Convert it to a table. Then insert pivot table and summarize your cells. 2 minutes.
Table, wow.
So
Please, I did not get the first step. My phone hang.
Your phone hanged.
Mm.
You know how to create table, right? Do you know how to create table?
No, sir.
Ah, no, don't say no. Anyway, don't say no. We've done it several times in this class. Just click your cell, press Ctrl T. The table will come now. Ah, don't say no.
All the cells. Should I copy all these cells?
Just click one. Just click somewhere within the table and press Ctrl T. It will select all your tables automatically. Is that so? Is it the same?
Yes.
The sheet you are using now, I don't think I have it though.
It's the same sheet we used last week now. This is
The one you used last week, not this one you just said.
This is it now. The one we used last week.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one we used last week.
I've done it. I've done it. Sir. What else?
You have table, right?
I've copied it.
You have your table now, right?
Yes, sir.
Don't copy it. Don't copy anything. I didn't say you should copy. Please don't copy.
I've
Press
yes, I've
Ctrl
clicked
T.
Ctrl T.
You have
I've
the
done
table. Your table is already
Yes, sir.
I said,
Yes, sir.
click it again. Just click anywhere within the cell again. Have you done that?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Go to insert and click on pivot
Insert.
table. Insert.
Okay. I've
Click
clicked it.
Click on pivot table.
I've clicked on pivot table.
Okay, what can you see there? Select a table or range, which is it has selected the table for you, right?
Yes, sir. It selected table 1.
Table 1. That is the first table you have in your listing. Good. It has selected table 1 for you. You know, now we're supposed to name the table, but no problem. It will still work. When you have more table, it's always good to name your table so that you will know which one is table 1, which one is table 2. You get it now, but no problem. So it has selected table. Now, go and make sure you select the new worksheet. You can work with the existing table. If you want to put it in this worksheet it is possible. But it's always good to work with a new worksheet. When you have like this table is already jam-packed. This our table is already jam-packed. This is our worksheet. It's already jam-packed. So click on select new table and click OK. Click on OK.
Yes.
Now you are on a new worksheet now, right?
Yes,
Am I
sir.
correct? Now
Yes,
that worksheet, the worksheet look like this.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
It's looking like this one. Now,
yes,
and I
sir.
said we have this dialog 2 boxes here. This is the table. This is a field.
Okay.
This field is called what we call field here are actually the columns. All the columns of your table are here. From column ID, gender, master 2, yearly income, revenue, order date, year, month. You remember everything we did? All the column name, customer name, age band, everything. Everything in that, all the columns there are here. Now, this box here, this box is for filter. This box is for column. This box is for value. This box is for row. And I say, okay, I'm going to explain all the 4s. But I'm going to start with the value first. Then I bring the revenue. I bring the revenue into this box. Into this value box. What happened immediately? It summarized, it give me the storm of our revenue. That's what I said. That's what I said everybody should do. Now, I'll be on. If you are done, please let me know. Done. Done. That's your first pivot table. Number format. Format it to number. Use concept pivot and click OK. If you are done, please type done. Type done.
Sorry, Mr. Akim, I thought we wanted to use the supermarket Excel.
We are going to use it, yes. We are still
Okay,
going to
because that's what because that's what I have. I don't have this Excel.
But you are here.
But I got, I've been able, I got the,
I know, sir.
because I was following you as well.
Okay, you got it right.
The process.
You
Yes.
got it with the
Yes.
supermarket. Good.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I got it in
Hello,
the
sir. Hello,
supermarket.
sir.
Yes.
I'm with you, Mr. Faleye.
Yes, I which workbook are you using? I don't have revenue on the supermarket. I don't have revenue on that supermarket.
Oga. Yeah, are you not following us?
I'm following you, but there's no revenue on the workbook.
Oga. See where we are now. See, if you are following us, this is what I said before we go there. We want to summarize. I want to introduce you. I want to introduce you from here. Then we'll go to that one.
Okay.
Maybe this one we were doing before.
Okay, sir.
You have it now.
You
have it. You have this one first.
I have it. So I'm working on the new workbook. I discovered that I don't have revenue there.
Okay, good. We are still going there. We are going there. I just want to introduce you from here. Then that one will now be where we're going to do our main visualization. You get it now. I'm introducing before chat here so that we first see how before chat work. When we do it again with supermarket sales, you become more familiar with it. You get it now. So, but did you get your? Okay, but you, Mr. Adeji, so you got it. I
got it.
Yeah.
Yes, I do it.
Yes, with the supermarket Excel.
Yes.
We are coming there. So good. So that is the first. As you can see, it is a simple pivot table. You can see like this. Now, let's copy it. When you are copying it, please make sure you copy everything. It must cover, what you are copying must cover every aspect of the table. Control C. If you copy without copying the top, it will not interact. Control C, and let's come here and press Control V again. Now, you can see that I copy it. If you want to create again, you may not, if you don't want to copy, you can just say insert pivot table again, no problem. Now let's put something in a row under this row and see. Let's look at one of the headings here. We want to analyze these sales. We have our sales in the value form, in value field round, value box. Let's analyze it by gender. Let's bring our gender into the row and see what happened. Can you see what happened now immediately? Within the tick of an eye, you have our data summarized. So you can see the number of females and number of male. The sales per female and the sales per male. Is that clear?
It's clear.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Akim, sorry, it's clear, but I want to confirm. You copied the sum of revenue and placed it in another column, right? That was all.
Yes, I just did it. Yeah, I just did.
Okay, thank you.
Instead of clicking on insert pivot table again, I just copy that one that I have, place it in another place. Good. So that is how to analyze based on gender. I analyze the sales based on what? The gender. So let's copy it again. Let's just copy this. It's very interesting area. I copy it again. You can see that when I'm copying, I make sure that my selection cover everything. Please, when you are copying and it's not covering everything, your pivot table will not work. Where you copy it to. Let me paste it here again. Control V. Now I want to remove this gender. Can see what happened? I just remove it. Let's remove the sales again. So we have our empty pivot table here. Now, let's look at something else. Let's analyze something else here. What else can we analyze here? We have customer year revenue. Oh, I think it's only revenue we can analyze there. Okay, let's say we want to, it's only what we have here is revenue really. We have more revenue. Okay, but let's work on revenue. Don't worry. We have revenue only. We have a revenue as a sum, but we can do count. Let's do count now this time around. value field settings. Let's count the revenue we have, number of sales we have. So this is the number of revenue. Can you see now it has changed from a sum to count of revenue. Now let's now count how many sales did we get per country. Let's summarize this by country now. I want to see the number of sales that we make per country. Let's bring our country to our row again. What happened here? Can you see that? Can you see it? Within a second, you can see that our analysis is ready. Is it clear? Any question so far from where we are now? Any question?
I not get this last one. I not get this last one.
You did not get it. Good.
Yes, sir.
No problem.
The last one, that's this
Don't
row
worry.
label.
Don't worry, you get it. You get it.
Okay.
Composite. You know how we bring revenue to this place. Do you know how we bring revenue here to the value?
Yes.
And
Yes,
I change it from a sum to count. I right click and I change the value field setting to count. Can you see my screen?
No, sir.
You're not looking at my screen again. Click on this
No, I'm fully.
revenue. Click on the revenue. You see, instead
Please,
of the sum of revenue, I click on value field settings and I change it to count. I said it's not only sum you can
My
do.
phone.
Is that what we are following, right? I change it to count.
But my phone is hanging.
So
I'm seeing now. I'm seeing. Oh.
okay, good. No problem. So just listen to us. We are going to watch it again. We have count. I click on count and I click OK. So the only thing I just did is that I analyze it by country. Instead of using gender or whatever, I say I want to analyze the number of sales we make in each country. What I did is I just brought the country. Where is the country, please? I just brought the country into the row box, just like we did earlier. And that is it. Can you see now? So that means we had this number of sales in each of the country, not the value this time around. Now, this number of sales we have in each country. Let's bring in revenue again. Let's create another column. Under this value, let's bring our revenue again to the value again. I bring the value revenue again to this place. Can you see now that we still have the sum again? If you want to use the sum, you still use sum. If you want to use count, but now we have, this is the count of sales we had. This is the sum of the sales we had from each country. Let's select this. Let's select all this and press Control 1, number formatting, use this and click OK. Okay. Please, 1 minute, please. Please, 1 minute. So we can see that now we can analyze number of sales we had in this country. I can see total sales we had in that country. Is that clear now? So that is the way to use the row column. Now, let's now use the column box now. Let's use the column box now. Let's copy our cells. Copy this. Control V. Let's copy. I copy it again on that location now. Now, we have our revenue based on gender. Let's see something here. Let's see something here. It said revenue by country. You can see that revenue by proportion of revenue by age band. Okay, let's analyze the sales by age band. By age band. Let's remove gender.
Hello. Hello, sorry. Hello.
Hello. Tauchi.
Ablakim. Good day. Good
Welcome.
morning. I'm just joining anyway. I'm trying to follow. But I downloaded the Excel, but from when I open it, what I have there is just only one sheet.
No
But your
problem.
own is like, have this.
This last one. This is last week workbook.
With five.
This week 5 workbook we are using.
Yes, now I'm saying now. I downloaded it now and I open it.
The last
open
week,
only
the
just
one we
one sheet.
used last week is this. Week 5,
Okay.
the one we used last week is what we are using first.
Okay. Not the one. Okay.
Yeah.
The one of last week. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let me go there. Okay.
So now we want to analyze this our sales by age band. Bring our age band to the row. Can you see that automatically you have the summary of our sales by age band? The same thing we got here. Adult is 10.3, Abby. Let's see what we did there. Adult is 10.3. 10.3 here. When we use our sum if. Young adult is 911. Young adult is 911. Can you see here now? 911 by young adult. So that is instead of taking that long step of typing formula, you can see that within 1 second, pivot table will give us the answer. And one good thing about pivot table is that it's very flexible. You can see that you can drag it in, and you can drag it out immediately. Once you put it inside, it's working for you. Now, let's say even when we have like this, we want to see how many male and female. Now, you know, we have used the row. We want to see how many male, how many female by adult or by the age gender. Let's make gender to column now. I'm bringing gender to the column. Bam. So you can see that we have column now. We have new column. That's how column works. We create column now. We have female and we have male. So this 10 million naira now, we have 4 million from male and 5.4 from male. We have 1.2 from female. We have 1.6 from male. So from all indication, I think it's only young adult where we have more sales by female. Every other one, we have sales to male than we have to female. That is a summary of how pivot table works. Any questions so far? Before we move to our supermarket sales. Any question?
Sorry, Mr. Hakim.
Yes, I'm with
Please,
you.
with this analysis which you just did, it means that the same analysis on this pivot table can be done on Power BI, if I'm right.
Yes, but you know, the only thing is that Power BI does not have pivot table. That's just different. You know, Power BI.
But doing the same analysis and getting the same results, if I'm right.
Do this thing. They want to do this one on pivot table. You can use table or you use matrix. It will give you the same thing.
Thank
Pivot table. Good. So now let's move to our supermarket sales now, and let's start today's work.
Sorry,
Yes.
I'm like him.
Yes.
Please don't go. In this particular sheet one, because it's not even in my own sheet. I don't know.
Which one?
Where this one you just closed now. This
you don't have it. You don't have it.
I have this one, but this sheet one now I don't have it. I have
you cannot.
data model.
You cannot. We created it. You will see how
Okay,
see how it come up now. Let's go to supermarket sales now. You will see how it comes up.
Okay, what
Let's
I'm
open
asking is
supermarket sales. You will see it now. Don't worry. Everybody, go open your supermarket sales now. Now, once again, I will reintroduce it. Pivot table is used in Excel to analyze data, and is one of the greatest tools for data analysis in Pivot in Microsoft Excel. And that, in fact, even in Power Pivot, in anything in Excel, this is what Excel rely on for analysis. That is pivot table. And it's very fast and is reliable, very fast and reliable when you come to data analysis. Now, we have this our sales information from gender, from
Hello, sir.
first ID. Hello.
Can we use a pivot table and Power Query interchangeably?
No. Power Query is for cleaning now. Pivot table is for analysis.
I mean, what I'm saying is that maybe we can use Power BI and pivot table on Excel interchangeably. Maybe when we are working on the data, we can use Power BI for certain function and use
everything. Almost everything you can do analysis with Power BI. You can do almost all in Excel. It depends on how you can use it, but they are not interchangeably. Each one is a package on its own. Power BI is a package on its own. Power Pivot is pivot table is a package on Excel on its own. Okay,
so sir. Which one is superior to each other, sir?
No one is superior. No one is superior. The only thing is that Excel is for multi-purpose, while Power BI is for analysis and visualization. And when you talk about visualization in Power BI, visualization in Power BI looks more robust and there are more visuals in Power BI than we have in Excel. But when you come to analysis of data, pivot table is very good. And another limitation with pivot table is that because pivot table work within Excel, there is limit to how many data it can process at the same time. You know, Excel has limit of number of rows that we have, which is about 1,048,000, which is the last row we can have in Excel. But if you want to work with Power BI can work with 50 million rows, which you will not need to come to upload data into your Power BI. You only link your Power BI to data and you start working with it. Even at that, with the introduction of Power Pivot in Excel, you can link your data to 50 million rows, but it will be very slow. It will slow your computer. But when you link your Power Pivot to 50 million rows, you still use pivot table to analyze your data, even in Excel. So that means Excel is so powerful that it can work on so many things together. So many things, for example, now all the topics we've been treating all this day, from using of formulas and the rest, most of those things are not in Power BI. Power BI will work on table, columns, and table. But if you want to do small petty things, it's going to be from Excel. And at the same time, most employers that you are likely to work with or work for understand Excel more than all those grammar. When you finish everything, they say, can you bring everything to Excel so that we can understand it? Sometimes Excel still remain the last, but in terms of visuals, Power BI, Tableau, data, Google data, whatever, all those ones, they have more robust visualizations in terms of chart, their map, everything. They have it better than Excel. You get it now. But when it comes to summarize the data, pivot table is very good, especially when you have a small data and not everybody will install Power BI on their system, but Excel, all companies has Excel on their system. Is that clear now? So they are not interchangeably, and no one is better than the other. That is what I can say. No one is better than the other. But when you have a large data, big data, you rather go to Power BI, Tableau, and the rest, and leave Excel out of that. But if you have only Excel, you can still work with it with only Excel. If you don't have any other one on your system and you have only Excel, you can still work with Excel. Is that clear now? So if you have only Excel, you can still work with Excel. But when you have large data, it's advisable to use all those tools if you have them. That is that on this one. So now let's look at this data and understand the dataset very well. We have invoice ID, we have branch, we have city, we have customer type, gender, product line, unit price, quantity, tax, and sales. This unit times quantity, that's what gives us sales. So the unit times quantity multiplied by 5% VAT is giving us sales. If you look at this formula here, this times this plus this is this. Now we have the date of transaction, we have the time, we have the payment type, which is credit card, cash, wallet. We have cost of goods sold, COGS. We have this cost of goods sold. This is the cost that they bought the product. This is the amount they sell it. They bought it at 435. They sold at 437. This one 380, 399, and the margin, their profit margin is 4.79 on each of their sales. 4.79. That is the profit margin. Yeah, good. You are right, Mr. Philip. There are a lot of tools for data analysis, exactly. But most of those other tools, they focus on analysis and the visualization, while Excel is used for almost anything, from inputting data to HR to accounting to engineering. So Excel is a jack of all trades. You're right. Okay, so we have profit margin here. We have gross income. The gross income here is the profit. It's talking about the profit. Sales minus COGS is called gross income here. So please note that this gross income is profit. Then we have the range, the ratings. The ratings, maybe after the customer buy, they will ask him to rate the company. So we have the rating here, and we have the age here. So these are the information we have from this supermarket, maybe Akim Supermarket Nigeria Limited. So let's start our pivot table now. First thing I said we should do is to put this in table form. Press Ctrl T, and since you are sure that everything has been selected and my table as header, click OK. Now, number 2, step 2 now. Click anywhere within your cell, click on Insert, and click on Pivot Table. Like I said earlier, when you select your pivot table, it's always good to work on a new worksheet. Nothing stops you. If you want to use your existing worksheet, you can just select the existing worksheet and you select where you want it to be. You can just select this place and click OK. You see it immediately on your worksheet. But it's advisable, especially for starter like us, to put your data on a new worksheet. You can see it here. So let's remove that. So let's put it on the new worksheet. Insert, pivot table. So let's use new worksheet and click OK. So Mr. Uche, this is where we get the worksheet we are talking about. When you click on Insert, it took us to a worksheet. That's why you have sheet 1. The sheet 1 that you cannot see in your home. This is how we get it. Is the pivot table that created that sheet for us. So this is pivot table. Now, let's start our analysis now. Let's start from our total sales, which is almost our, when you are working with a company or whatever, the focus is more on sales and revenue and profit. That is the focus of almost any company. So let's bring in our sales to revenue here. So instantly you can see that our sales is here already. So let's format it, number format, and you click on the number. If you want to use currency, you can use it. We are using number only here and click OK. So you see that we have our table ready. These are our total sales immediately. Is that clear now? Uche? Uche?
Hello. Yeah,
Is it
hello.
clear?
I am still going to ask question based on when you say select. I'm trying to understand how you
I didn't select
create
anything.
this pivot table.
I didn't select anything.
No, I mean, no, initially on the, when, you say we should, when I say control T.
And that's table now. We create table. That's just a create table ordinarily.
So I'm still trying to understand how you created this pivot table.
And that's what.
Pivot table.
Okay, are you with me now? Let me do it again. You can see.
Yes.
It's not hard.
Yes.
Click on your table. Click insert. Have you done that? Do it now.
Sorry, is it from on the supermarket
yes.
page?
Yes.
Okay.
First,
okay, I should click what?
First, convert the table first. Convert your data to table first. Convert it to a table.
To what?
Convert your data to a table.
How do I do it?
You press Control T now.
Okay, Control T. Okay, I've done that. I'm saying create table. Where is the data for your table? Okay. Okay.
No, you have data. You click on this.
Everything is now. Okay.
Have you forgotten how to create table?
I'm here.
Wait, please. This thing we've done it in class already. Click on your table. Click on your table, your data like this. Look at my screen, please. Click on your this thing like this, your data set, just anywhere within your data set. Click on it and press Control T. Get it now? You will see that it has put a line across my data to select. It's showing me the selected area. Can you see? Can you see my screen, please?
I'm seeing it.
So since you can see that Excel has selected all the table that you think you want to cover, it selected everything. When you are okay with it, you click OK. Is that clear now? That is how to create table. So you can create your own table now. First, let's see. Create your table now. So if you like, you can name your table. Name it supermarket. Supermarket. Okay. You can name your table. Give it supermarket name. Have you done that? Have you done that? Create your table. Control T. Just Control T. The table is ready. And you click OK. Hello? Are you still there? Uche? Or your network has thrown you out?
No, I'm with you. I'm here.
Have you created your table?
I've selected it, and then where I've selected as you have done, I've done it. Then where do I now?
Have you created this table like this? Answer my question first. Have you created the table? Control T. Your table is ready.
Yes.
Yes. Now, next thing now is just click anywhere within the table that you have. Just click anywhere within the table and click on Insert. Click on Insert. You will see Pivot Table here. Click on Pivot Table. Do that. Have you done that?
Sorry, you say I should click anywhere
within
on the table and
within your
click
table.
Insert.
Yes, and click Insert.
Okay, Insert. I'll click inside though.
Click on, you see pivot table now on the left side.
Yes, pivot yes, pivot tab, yes.
Yeah. So you will see dialog box like my own. Look at my table, my screen. You see something like this, right? Can you see what I have here on my screen?
Yes, yes.
You have it,
Select a
right?
table range, yes.
Now,
Yes.
your table range is selected already. That is your table.
Okay.
Now, you can use new worksheet or existing worksheet. If you select the existing worksheet, it's going to be on this worksheet that you have. But what we want to do is we want to create new worksheet. You make sure you just click, that place will be highlighted already automatically. Just click OK. It take you to a new worksheet. Is that clear now? Click OK. Is your screen looking like my home? Look at your screen, my screen. Is your screen looking like my home? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Is your screen looking like my screen now? Look at my screen.
Yes.
Aha, that's what I'm saying.
I should click OK. I'm seeing new sheet, new worksheet. I should click OK.
Where?
Choose where you want the
click
pivot
OK now.
table report.
Just click OK.
Okay. Yes, I've done that.
Now, what can you see?
I'm seeing a pivot table 1. To build the report, choose field from the pivot
now
table.
it's asking, is that to build a report? Choose field from the pivot table list, right? On your right side, you see pivot table list there. Abby? On your right side, can you see pivot table list on your right side? Drag total sales.
Yes.
Just your total sales, which is your column. All the column you have in your table is what you can see under this field. All your column you have in that table that you created, that table on the right side, all the columns are here under this field. Can you see? Carry your total sales, go and drop it in your value. Total sales, go and drop it under value. You see there are 4 boxes. There are 4 boxes on the right side. So take your total sales, put it in that value box. What did you see?
Sum of total sales.
Yeah. On your left side, what happened to your table?
Which table? Sorry.
The table, that empty table you have on the left side before.
It's still there. The table is still here. Okay.
Is it empty?
It has gone out.
So you have figure now, Abi? You have figure now instead of that empty.
Yeah.
That is how to create pivot table. It's as simple as that. Is that clear?
Okay.
That's a pivot table on its own. As you can see, that small thing is a pivot table. Is it clear now? Is it clear to that stage?
Yes.
Good. Now let's move on. Now look at my screen now. Come back to my screen, please. Come back to my screen. Now, what you have, this number now, you can format it. Control-1, number format, and click format. You can just format the number just like that. It's as simple as this. Sorry, I didn't put, you put it in 1000 if you want. Number format, put 1000 comma separator and click OK. So these are total sales now. Immediately, you can see that within 1 second, Excel will give you your total sales. That is how to create pivot table. Now, please, everybody, look at my screen now. I want to analyze. I want to start analysis again. What we did under the first workbook. Now, let's say I want to copy these cells now. When you are copying, please ensure you copy everything. Control C, come to another page and press Control V. So make sure you copy everything. That's the only way your pivot table will work. When you click on it, you must see your pivot V by the right side here. Now, let's say we want to analyze these cells. Okay, On this worksheet, there are some questions here. Here, there are some questions on the right side here. Said we should calculate total sales. I think we've done that, right? We want to calculate total cost of goods sold. We want to calculate total cost of goods sold now. Let's go over to our pivot table sheet. Let's select this second one. Let's select this table. When you click on it, you see your vid here. We want to calculate our cost of goods sold now. Grace, what do we do? What are we going to do here? Let me take this one out. Sum of total sales. I'm taking it out. You can see, Uche, can you see the way I drag it out? I just drag it out like this.
Yeah.
And it's gone. We have our empty space back. Now, we want to calculate our total cost of goods sold. Grace, what do we do? Our cost of goods sold. We want to know total cost of goods sold. Who can help me out? That Grace is muted. Can somebody help me out?
Hello, we use COG, cost of goods sold.
COG, yes.
Yes.
We put it under row, Abi.
No, under value.
Under value, good. Bring it under value. So automatically you have your cost of goods sold ready immediately. Is that clear now? That is how to create it. That is a summarized, that is a summarized version of all the table we have there. Everything in that table, you summarize it immediately with that. Let's say we have number. Use this and click OK. Okay. So the next thing we have here, under this sheet, we have calculate total gross profit. Okay. Let's go back to our sheet. Let's copy this again. If you don't want to copy it, you can just create on insert table every time. But instead of inserting table every now and then, instead of clicking on insert pivot table every time, it's just good to copy and paste. Ctrl V. We want to know our total profit, right? Let's see our total profit. So this time around, we are going to remove our cost of goods sold. I just uncheck this box. It's gone. Then I click on my gross income, which is our profit. So immediately, because it's not, we have what we have there is number. I just suggested that, that is going to be value. So you can see that we have our cost of, our sum of gross income here immediately. So these are three things we have done now. Then let's look at other things here. Now, the next question now is analyze your sales by year and city. Analyze your sales by year and city. Now, let's copy this our sales. Ctrl C and come down. Ctrl V. I copy my sales again. I want to analyze these sales by city and what?
Year and city.
City and year. Okay. Now there are two ways to do this. One is to say, okay, let's put year under row and see how it's going to look. Year. Oh, do you have year? No. We don't have year, but we have city, right?
We have date.
We have them, but we don't have year. You can put city here. If you put city here, you can see our city under row column. If you say you want to put under row column, you can put it here. You're going to see it under column. But let's leave it here now. But we don't have year. So that means we have to go back to our data to go and add the year column now. We need year. You remember when we were working on the Power BI, and somebody asked me, how are we going to know whether you're going to create column or you will not create column? There's no way to know other than when you're analyzing and when there is need for you to do that, then you will do. Is that clear now? Now,
Yes,
we need to create a year now. Year column. Year. What is the formula?
Equals year.
Year. Where is the date?
Date.
And you close the bracket. Click OK. So we have our year. Just use year function and you select your date and you have your year ready. Now, if you come to a pivot table here, you will not see year. Year is not here because we just bring in year now. So what do we now do now? We go to analyze.
Refresh.
You go to analyze and you refresh it. You refresh all. Now, if you come back to this place now, you will now see year now. Because it's a new column that we just created. Now, so I said, let's remove our year from here, our city. Our city here. Let's bring our year first. Year, can see. What happened? Excel is thinking that this year is a number. So that's why he sum it up. Let's bring it to this place. So is everything 2019?
No.
Let's check. Is everything 2019? Everything. Let's check, please. Oh, everything is 2019. That's serious. Okay. Okay, that means everything is just 1 year. So that may not actually show much thing. So, but let's do it. Year by year and what? And city. What happened now? We have options now. We cannot put our city under this column. So you're going to see, if you have 2 years now, you see all the list of the year here, and you have your city on the column here. But instead of this, let's see something. Do we have month? Instead of that year, now let's use month instead. Since we have 1 single year, let's use month to analyze, just analyze our data based on month. Let's come back to this, our sheet here. The essence, this is the reason why I said you should put it in table form. You can automatically, it merge it to the table we have before. Month. Month equals to month. Open the bracket and select your year, your dates. And click OK. So this is the month. Oh, this is 1, 2, 3. What do we do instead of this one? Instead of using this,
Equals to test.
we can use test function, or we can just use formatting. We can just click on that date and format it like ordinary month. So equals to text. Text function, because we want to show date, we want to show the name of that month. Select this date, comma, then double column, we have months. Let's make it 4 or 3 is okay. Double quote, close the bracket and click OK. So we have all the months here. So instead of that year, let's use month. Let's refresh our table. Let's refresh all. Let's see if our month is here. So instead of this year, let's analyze this by month. So you will see that the moment we bring in month to our row, you can see it's under row label, January to December. And you can see analysis, Mandalay, May, whatever, Yangon, everything. That is how to analyze your sales. You bring your measure into the server, and the dimension will come into the row or column.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
But the city is not there.
City, this is city now on the column. This is city on the column. Can you see my screen?
Okay. Okay.
That's why you have.
sir.
That's why you have it in 3 places here.
Okay.
We have only 3 cities.
Okay.
We have only 3 cities. These are the 3 cities we have. If you remove this city now, you're going to see total sales per month. That's why it's very fine. If something is not clear to you, remove it. Bring on that thing. Okay, let's say you don't want like this. You can even bring city under the month if you like. If you like, you can bring it, put it anywhere you like, and see, look at what it's going to give you. Let me bring this one under the year. Can you see?
Okay.
Can you see now immediately? It will show you whatever you want. So if this is what you prefer, good. Leave it like that. It depends on what you want to present and why you want to present it. But let's leave it the way it is before. Let's put it here for now. We analyze it by city. Okay, let's come back to our question. Let's analyze our sales by product line. By product line. Everybody, I give you 3 minutes. Do that. Your total sales by product line. Let me see what you get. Product sales by product total sales by product line. Oh yeah. 3 minutes, everybody. Create pivot table for sales and product line. Everybody. Everybody. Pivot table by product line. Pivot table by product line. Everybody. If you are done, please type done. If you are done, please put done. Good. Ogami, it's done already. You have become a guru.
No, sir.
Everybody, if you are done, please. Good, good. I think you are getting the concept. Good. I'm happy. It's very easy to use. Very, very easy to use. Just drag and drop. Just drag and drop. Just like tableau. Good. Go ahead.
Hello. Like I didn't get it. Like I didn't get this,
Why? Why are you not getting it? Let's see what you are doing. Let's even see what you are doing. To be sure, say you did with us. Oh, yeah. Share your screen.
Huh?
Let me see your screen. Let's see your screen.
And there's something I discovered now.
What did
if
you
I
discover?
create new table. Hello.
Yes,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
When I create this new table, my sales from marketing just went off. Let me
Why?
share my table. Let me share my distance.
Share your table. Let's see. Let's see how the thing run away. Let's see how the thing went up and run away. We will catch it now. Don't worry. We'll put somebody at a Long Bridge. We'll put another one at Seme bus stop. You know, go run away. We will catch him. Don't worry. Share your screen, please.
I'm doing okay. I'm coming. I'm doing that. Can you see what I have here?
Okay. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what they're doing. Waiting happen. Oh, yeah. Go back to your sheet. Let's see. Go down. Let me
See my
see.
sheet.
Why did you make everything table? Go to the right. Let's see. Go to the right. Go to the right. Go to the right. Okay. Good. Go down. Let's see the down.
Look at the right now.
Press page down. Page down on your keyboard. Down. Press page down on your keyboard. Fast.
That's what I'm doing.
Fast. Just press it. Keep pressing. I want to see the end of the table. Keep pressing. Keep pressing. Keep pressing it. Don't stop. Keep. Okay, go up. I've seen what I want to see.
I'm done.
Yeah. Click control home. Control home. Or
Control what?
Control home.
Control home.
Yes.
Where is control home?
Home on your keyboard now. Or up control shift arrow up.
Control home. Okay. Control home. Okay.
So we take you back to the beginning. Okay, now click anywhere within yourself, within your distance. You said it takes something away. What happened? What did it take away?
No, okay. I'm saying sheet 1, sheet 2. I was looking for sheet 1, sheet 2. So I'm trying to create the pivot table.
Oh yeah. Click on your sheet 1. Yeah, insert. Click on insert. Pivot table. Click on pivot table. Okay. This is it now. Drag cells to your value. That's it. I say you should analyze it. I say you should analyze it by product line.
Product line.
Take it to your.
So I'll remove this one now, right?
No.
By product line.
Don't remove it.
Put that product line in your room.
Okay.
Wait till they do. What did they do?
You said I just say undo.
Okay, good. Yeah. Take product line. You want to analyze by product line now. Take product line, put it under the row label.
Yes.
That's simple as that. Now you don't do it.
Okay.
It's just like this.
That month. Can
Yes.
you let me go back to it again? To change it to January, February.
Okay. Go to the sheet where we have. Go to the sheet where you have your table.
This one.
Yes. Go to the last. Go to the last column. Let's create month in your system.
Okay. Here now. Month.
Month column. Yes.
Month. Okay. Equals.
Yes. Text. Equal to text. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Go and select that date. That's the value. Select the date in front of it. Comma.
This.
Comma. Yeah. Double
I've done
quote.
that.
Double quote.
Okay.
Double quote. Okay. MMM. Double quote again. That's the format text. That's the format we want. Close the bracket.
Okay, I've gotten it.
Yeah. Close the bracket.
Okay.
Click OK. Good. Now go back to
Okay.
your page. Yeah, sheet 3. Yeah, do the same thing we did already. Sales and do sales and month. Refresh you. You might have to go to option and refresh. Option. Pivot table tools. Pivot table tools on the right side.
Okay.
Yeah. Create another table.
Actually, this one, yeah.
Copy this one. Copy this one.
Huh?
Copy it again. Copy this one.
I should copy this.
Yes, copy this table. Copy new. Copy. No. You select everything. You select it before you copy. You select everything. Select it. Highlight it. Highlight the whole table.
That's what I'm trying to do.
No, you're not doing. You are not coming from up. Oh. Use your arrow. If your mouse is not working. Hello? No. You are doing wrong thing. Hello? Hold on. Listen to me.
I use my okay.
Listen to me. Select the first one, that row label. Yeah, click shift. Right arrow.
Yes.
Right arrow. Down arrow. Down arrow. Control C.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. Come to where E. Come to that E and press Control V.
Yeah.
Control V.
I should press it here.
Control V. Yeah, good. So this one, you can see that when you click on it, the feed appear here. If you don't copy it very well, this feed will not appear on the right side. You get it now? So now what I want to do now is I want you to analyze it by month. So yeah. Go to your pivot table on the right, pivot feed on the right side. Remove that product line and put month instead. Put month there instead of that product line.
I've done that.
Is it clearer now?
Yes.
It's clearer. Good. So I think I can take my screen back.
Hello, Mr. Akim.
Okay.
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, I've done that, but where I'm having challenge is the
Yes, ma'am.
conversion of that date to month.
Okay. What are you
Yes, I
getting?
wouldn't know if I can.
What are you getting?
I could not. I guess that I'm missing the formula somehow.
Okay,
for
share your
the-
screen.
for
Share your
the-
screen. Share your screen.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe you are pressing the column 2 times instead of double quote. That double quote, maybe you are pressing it 2 times.
Can you see my screen now, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Show your table. Click on the table. Click on sheet 1. Your sheet 1 now. Your sheet 1. No. Other here. See by the left side here. Sheet 1. By the left side, you see sheet 1 here.
I guess
Down.
something is covering. Sorry.
Eh?
I guess that the icon is covering it. Just 1 minute.
Okay.
I'm just.
Okay. Okay. Use if it's not covering it, use just click. Okay. Click somewhere within yourself. Just click somewhere first. Just click. Okay. Control and page down. Press Control and page down. Okay. Go up again. Control Home. Control Shift, page down. Control Shift, page
Control.
down. Control Shift and page down.
Okay.
Control Shift, page down. No. It should take you to another page
Control
now.
Shift paste.
Take down.
I don't know. It's not even.
Maybe you are
So
pressing
let me
arrow, you are
see.
pressing arrow down. You are pressing arrow down.
Okay, Control
Control page down.
Shift.
There's a page down on your
Okay,
keyboard.
page down. Okay.
Either of the two, either control page down or control shift page down. Each of one of them will work.
Okay.
When you want to move within pages.
Okay, it's okay now. Let me do it now.
Okay.
Okay. It's
Okay.
done now.
Your month, Abby. Click on
Okay,
it.
so it's the month.
Yeah.
Okay. Is
Equals
equal to text. Okay.
Open the bracket.
Dates.
Yes, then that date.
Okay, comma.
Yes.
And the next thing is what?
Format. Which one you want it to take?
No, I want to do it for, you know that what I have here is 1-1. I want to make it to be till the January.
And that is month now. You're going to make it MMM. Double quote.
I should type MMM.
Double quote.
Okay.
MMM. That is Jan.
Okay.
If you want it to be MMMM, if you put January. You get it now. If you put 4M, it will write the full name of the month. If you put 3.
Okay.
So yeah, double quote again. Double quote again.
Okay.
Close the
I've done
bracket.
the double quotes.
Close the bracket.
Okay.
Enter.
See what is given.
Close the bracket. Click OK. I think, are you sure that is double quote? Or you press the single quote twice?
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Maybe I take.
Maybe
Okay,
you are
let
pressing
me
the
check.
single quote twice. That would be just press Control Shift. Abi? Control Shift single quote.
Control Shift single quote.
Abi, is that now?
No, just shift double quote.
Ordinary shift, Gary. Ordinary shift. Shift double. This shift single quote will give you double quote.
Shift double quote.
Ordinary shift. Don't put control.
Okay. Shift.
Shift single quote. That's it. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's done. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, yes, thank you. So okay.
Get it now. Good.
Okay, I've got. Okay, thank you.
Good. Okay. Now you can take your screen. That's the reason why it's always good to be in class. You can solve the problem once and for all. If it's only you now, it will just frustrate you and you just go and sleep.
I understand, yes.
Okay. Can you see my screen now? My screen is back. So let me also do it now. We said we should analyze by product line, right? Let's just copy one of the pivot table. What you are copying, please make sure you copy everything. Control C.
Wait, hello, Akim.
Yes.
Why do you copy when you want to do a new analysis? Why do you normally copy?
It's not compulsory. I said this that if you like, you can click insert pivot table every time. But it's faster for me to just copy and start working on it. You get it now. You can do that pivot table again if you like.
Okay, let me ask a question, please, Dorio. If you want to do any new task, you must either you insert or you copy.
Insert how? Yes, now you have to insert new pivot table. You have to insert new pivot table. Instead of going here, you go and insert new pivot table. It's just faster for me to just copy and paste and use that pivot table that I have already.
Yes. Okay,
Get it now.
assuming this is yes, assuming it is a test you are doing as an exam or a test interview. If you assuming the way we are analyzing now, after the first analysis, are you supposed to save it and go to new table?
No, you don't need to save it now. You do the same
So
thing.
how will it, as we are doing now? No, what I'm saying is because the one we did previously, they are not here. I can't see them.
They are
Assuming
here
it's
now.
exam
They
whereby
are
they want
here.
to see what
They
they
are
have done.
here now. Oh, yeah, these
Where
are
are
the
they?
one we did now. They are here. They are here. These are the one we done. We done. They are there. Have you seen? Can you see them? They are here. You can see the one I copy now. I've returned it. You can see the one I copied before. I copy it. I've removed the month. I've removed the city. The one I copy, you can see now. Immediately it becomes more table. If I remove this one, if I remove this one too, it will give me my empty space. I can work with it. You get it now? Instead of inserting new table, you can just copy the table and you work on it like this. This is the table that I copied. I copied like this, but when I remove everything inside this place now. So I want to do it again. I want to analyze sales by what? By product line. Let me bring in my sales. And the product line. Good. So with this one now, our product line is ready. Our analysis by product line is ready. Format, number, this, and I click OK. So these are just the way to do analysis. Let's see the next question.
A question to ask.
Ask question.
Before we go to the next question.
Ask.
Now, you are doing something. You know, you are not labeling them. Like I said, if it's supposed to be, if it's in an exam, an interview, like calculate total size, total sales. If you go back to that sheet now, where is the total sales? Number 2, calculate the cost of goods sold. Where are they?
Look at the heading. Look at this table. I click on. What do you see on top?
Sum of total sales.
What of this one?
Sum of cost of goods sold.
What of this one?
Gross income.
Okay. Now, but here now, cannot see this one as the sum of sales by.
What of this?
This one is not showing. It's not showing sum of sales by whatsoever by product line. That one you can just type it here. Type it on top.
Okay.
And you save it. That's all.
Okay.
That's okay. That is it. Then let's move to the next one. This analysis by gender. This analysis by gender. I know everybody can do that again. You can do that. Let me copy the sales. You can copy anyone you like. You can copy cost of goods sold. Just copy one pivot table to make your life simple. Control V. Analysis by what? By gender. Bring gender. Now you have your table ready. This analysis by gender. So next, by age band. We don't have the age band here. Okay, let me show you something here. We are going to create age band. We are going to create age band here. But before we create age band, let me show you something.
The age band means the interval, Abi?
Yes, the age interval. Where we like what we did last week, we group them into either adult, youngster, teenager.
Young adults, teenagers.
Yes, just it depends on. You don't need to follow that one we did last week. Just depend on your own initiative, or based on the company policy.
Mhm.
You get it now. Now, but before we do that, I want to do something first. Now I'll copy these cells. Let's paste it here. Control V. I want to copy. I want to use this. Now let me bring age. I want to show you how to group. Let me bring age. Age. You can see that if you give somebody this table,
Mr. Kim, sorry, please. Sorry, I didn't get that age, please. Can you just come again, please? Sorry.
no problem. I just bring age into the box. That's all. That's all. You can see that it has summarized the sales.
I mean the way you created that age. That's what I meant.
I didn't create it now. It's part of the table.
Okay, it's on the column already.
Yes.
Okay.
The only thing we want to do is age band. We have not done it. The age is there already. Okay. So with this now, we have the age, but the age is too long. You can see. For somebody to analyze this, it takes so many times to see which age band is giving us good sales and the rest. You get it now. So with this, we can do something called group. Right click this age line here, age column here. Right click it. Right click on the age. You will see group here. And you see group. Please look at my screen. You see group here. Click on group.
Yes, yes.
It's showing us that this is from 10. The age started from 10 to 65. Okay, you want to how do you want us to group it? Is it by 10-10? That is 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. That's 10-10. Or 5-5. I think it's asking you how you go to have it. So let's use 10-10 and click OK. This 10 down here, or let's make it let's start from 0 to 10. Then let's stop at 70. You can see that we can change it now. Instead of the automatic that we have there. Then let's group by 10-10 now. And click OK. You can see that it has changed it now. Because we don't have 0 to 10. That's the reason why that one is off. That's how to group. You can group your number like this. The same thing, you can group your year the same way. Let's say you have, let's do something here. Let me copy this gross income. Control C. Oh, sorry, Control Z. Let me do this one again. I want to show you get this one. Let's do it again. This one we did there. We have the long range like this, which will be difficult for somebody who is maybe MD or whatever to be looking at the number one by one. The best way to do is to group them because so that it will look smaller.
Okay.
So how do we do that? I send you to right click here. Click on group. Now, automatically, SA has detected the range between 10 to 65. But I said, okay, you can edit it. You can leave it like this if you like. You can just change this one to 55. If you want it to be 55. If you want it to be 77, you can just change it. But what I did is, I changed this one to 0, from 0 to 70. I change the band from 0 to 70, and I make it 10-10. The interval should be 10-10. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 10 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. And I click OK. Automatically, what happened? I said group it for me. Can you see now? So because there's nothing in 0 to 10, that's 0 to 9, there's nothing there. That's why that is not showing here. So, but you can see that within that, the category where I group them now, you can see the category here. Is that clear now? Now, then, is that clear? Please, before I move to the next one, I want to show you.
Clear, sir.
Clear, good. Victor.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Baba.
I can't hear your last sentence, sir.
I said, is this clear?
It's clear, sir.
Good. That's my last question before I said something else. Okay. Now let's use, I want to show you something else again. Let me copy this, Control C. And I come to this place. Let me come down a bit. And press Control V. Now I can remove this gross profit and bring in my sales. Since I want to analyze sales, I can, if I want to analyze profit, you can anything, all those columns, you can analyze them. But let's continue with our sales. Huh? I want to analyze by dates. Look at something here. I'm bringing date to my row column, my row box. Now, when I brought my date, what do you see here? You see under the row column, automatically it's brought month and date. Let me remove month. See all the dates here, January to December. These are all the dates that we have transactions. These are all the dates that we have transactions here. So now, let's say with this, no, automatically I remove the date here. Let's say we want to group our dates. You can also group your dates, just like Excel has helped me to do before. But you can do it by yourself. Right click on it, just like we did earlier. Right click on it, click on group. Now, because it's the date, you can see that Excel is showing us something similar now. The state is starting from this date to this date. Good. How do you want us to group it? Let's say you want to group, we don't want day. We want month and quarter. We want to use month and quarter now, this time around. If you have more than 1 year, you can click on year. But let's use month and quarter. Since we are dealing with just 1 year, click OK. Can you see now that we have all the quarters ready immediately? That is the way to group your sales. If you want to use just the month, instead of the one we did earlier, you can just use all the months only. You can take out the quarter and leave month only. You get it now? Control Z. You can say, okay, you want to leave. You can also leave. You can collapse this. You can just collapse this and take the month away. If you like, you can just remove the month. You can collapse like this. But if you collapse it, you know the month is still inside it. That's why you see this plus and minus here. But if you want to remove the month, just right click, go to your group, uncheck the month. Only quarter will stay. Can you see now? So those are the ways by which you can group your number or group your dates. So you can group number, you can group dates using all those. If you want to group by hour or by minute or by whatever, you also do so. So let's go back to our days. Age band. What we did here is just age group. Just group them 10 by 10. But let's use age band. Let's create age band. Let's create space in between. Age band. Let's copy the one we had here. Let's copy this one. Control C. And I'm bringing the one we had under the previous workbook to this place. Control V. Control Z. Control V. Now, but this time around, we are going to vary the range. 0 to 20.
Hello.
Yes.
Akim.
Hello.
Where did you copy this in from? From where?
From the one we did last week now.
Okay, last week. Okay.
Yes, and you can, if you want to type, you can type joint. It doesn't matter. So, but I want to vary this. I don't want to use the same thing. From 20 to 40. This is 20 to 40. Call it young adult. Sorry. 0 to 20. 20 to 40. Okay. Sorry. 0, 20. Okay. 20. From here to this, young adult. And to 65 adult, then elderly. Elderly. Deliberately, I don't want to use them so that we don't think that is the way to brand. You can, it depends on the company policy. You can just change, you can use the range, the name you like. It doesn't mean that you have to use that exact name we used last week. That's why I changed it. Okay, good. So we are using just this 4 range from 0 to 20, teenager, from 20 to 40, young adult, 40 to 65, adult, anything above that, elderly. So let's create our age band now. Age band. Who will help us out? How to create our age band? Which formula are we going to use?
We look up.
Or which one?
Nested if.
Nested if, yeah. Equals to VLOOKUP. Where is our age? That's our lookup value, age. Comma. Table array is this. F4, remember. Comma. If you don't want to use F4, what you do is that you change this one to name range. You can give it a name you like, but let's leave it as F4 like this. Column index number 2. Is it approximate match or exact match? Victor.
Approximate match.
Good. That is 1.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Can we type this thing by ourselves without copying it? This range.
Yes, now. That's better now. It's better to type it. Okay. So we have our age band ready. Now let's go back to our page. Let's refresh it. Let's refresh. Good. So our age band should be here now. Sorry. If you can see that if you click outside the table, your pivot field will go off. Before you can see the pivot field, you have to click on one table. That's when you can see your pivot field. Sometimes, if you cannot find your pivot field, what happens? You click on a table, no field. You click on table, no field. Click on table, no field. No problem. Just go to analyze. You see it here. See it on top. Pivot field. Click on it. It will show. So it's possible, and you can drag it. It doesn't mean to be in that place. If you are working here, you can take it to the underside. You can take it off if it is stopping you from where you are working. So it's always good. So it's possible you can lift it. You can take it to anywhere you like. So, but let's return it back where it is. So, we want to do age band by ourselves. Let's copy this. Control C. And we have Control V. Let's remove date and bring age band here. That's the age band. So we have more sales from young adults this time around. Oh, sorry, we have more sales from the adult people. That means waiting with the sale now that they use them. And followed by the elderly, teenager, and this. So that is that. Let's see the last one here. Let's analyze by payment type, how they are paying. Those who are using card and those who are using
Kim,
yes.
I realized that the whole labels, it's named them alphabetically.
You said
Can you make it it's named adult, elderly, teenager, it's alphabetically. Can you now change it to be normally by the age band?
by the age band?
Go to that other table. You see the age band is like from young adult, teenager, young adult.
Okay, you want to sort it by
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's going to be a custom sorting. You remember when we were doing our sorting and filtering?
Okay.
We have to click on more option. Let's look at more option. Sort automatically anytime. Sort by. No. You should have, let's see if you have a custom sorting. We have to create the custom sort.
Okay.
Now, how do we do that? Who can remind me how we did it? Under the field, under our sorting and filtering. Who can remind me how we did it under sorting and filtering? It's not showing here. What do we do? Who will help us out, please? Biko, help me. Don't leave me alone, please. Okay, let's look at sort. Let's do it. Let's click on custom sort. Custom sort. Let's click on let's click on this page where we have table. We need to create that custom sort. We can do that from our file option too, but let's use the shortest distance. From here, let's click on we have it on home tab and we have it on the data or formula tab. Sorting. Okay. We have it under formula tab, we have it on home tab, and you can just right click, sort, custom sorting. Now, under custom sorting, which group we are talking about age band, right? Age band, value by the value, yes. Not A to Z, we want custom list. Now, we want to create new list. Click on new list. You can see new list here up here. Click on new list. Then we have teenager, comma, young adult, comma, adult, comma, and elderly. Elderly. If you like, you can type it line by line. If you like, you can just put comma in between them. So any of them work. Then you click add. I had it now. I click OK. Now, I click this. It has sorted this one. I don't need this one. Control Z. No problem. I think the name has changed now. Let's come back to our table here. Now let's right click now and click on sort. More sorting option now. Now we don't want to use manual. A bit more option, right? So we don't want to use this automatically. Let's use the range here. So we have our range here now. Can you see the range that we created? Click on this now and click OK. Click OK. So, why? Let me do it again. Sort.
Hello, I say asking for assigning order there before you close.
Okay. Sorry about that. Assign, manually drag the item to arrange them. Okay, I don't do that. Well, we are doing this.
It's assigning order there, sir.
No, it's not assigning. It's manual. It's a manually drag it. He said we can drag. Is it manually drag that we can drag it manually like this? Okay. That's what he's talking about. Manually drag. I can manually drag it. But
hello, sorry.
Hello,
Akim. What do you want to achieve? What exactly do you want to achieve?
We want to arrange it based on their age. Teenager will come up, followed by young adult, followed by adult, followed by elderly. I think I get your question, Mr.
Okay.
Mr. Yudeji. Is that the question? We want to arrange it based on their age.
Okay.
Am I right? The person who asked the question. So I said we should use custom sort. Under
Yes,
custom
yes,
sort, we
you're right.
have, hold on here. Age band. We cannot use it. There's no option here. So let's come back to the manual dragging. So let's see more option here. Under more option, I uncheck this and we selected this. Selected this. So we click OK. So it's supposed to continue now. Okay, let's refresh and see. Maybe. Because with that range, it's supposed to continue. Okay, let's see from here and see what is happening. Let's sort more sort option. It should change, not really. No. Why is it not changing? What are we doing? Sorting, right? Let's do it again for the third time. So we have the option and we have selected it. So I don't know why it's not changing. That's the list. There's the list we have there. The first key sort order. I don't know why it's not changing. Oh, now it's supposed to change with that settings now.
Oh, Mr. Akim,
Yes.
is it not that you are supposed to highlight the adults to the young adults and then do the sorting? I just thought of that.
Okay. Okay, let me use this button here. Let me use this sort button here first. The sort button here, let's use it and see. More option. You see the same thing. You see the same thing. And when you click on this, it's not giving us that option. The option of selecting, okay, 0, 0. Sending Z to here, no, sum of six code. So okay, let's see. It's supposed to show, it's supposed to change it only. Value, okay. Value in this data column. Okay, sorry.
Hello, sir.
Sorry, I think something has changed. This one is different from what I do. When we selected this before. Okay, sorry, I'm seeing something here. Select this. We left grand total before, so let's use this. Value in the selected column. That is column is A. The column is should be G to the selected column should be G. Let's check something.
G31 to 35.
Yeah, and click OK. Still the same thing. Still do the same thing.
Hello, sir. I think he's asking us a question that we are overlooking. He's asking maybe we want it from the smallest to the highest here.
And we don't need smaller to highest. What is asking is A to Z.
Asking us from alphabetical order.
What is asking is A to Z. So which is not what we are asking for. You got it now? That's what you want. Okay, let me select this one again. Let me do let's select again and see more option. Let's select it like we did earlier. I think I saw that option to select it. Let's do it again now. Sort. More sort option. More option here. I see that this one is not showing again. Where we change the period, the range. What is happening to the thing? Let's refresh. If you don't get it for the next step now, we're going to that will be a question on that day. But let's try it again. Once again. Let's select it again, the range, sort, more sort option. Okay, the age band, this is it. Consider it's not showing, it's not highlighting the place again. I want to return it back to that sum of cells. It's not highlighting again. So not highlighting again. I think we have to call it, we have to leave that one. But let's sort it, by highest to smallest. That one is easy to do. But that custom sorting is supposed to work. I don't know why it's not working. I will check for what is happening there. Value free setting, sort. Let's sort from smallest to largest to smallest. So that one work perfectly. So we have more sales from the adults than from the other people. So, but this one is not, I don't know why this one's not changing. It's supposed to change. If you sort from A to Z now, let's see whether A to Z will work. Let's clear all sorting here. Okay, let's sort again. Let's first sort A to, okay, this is A to Z, right? That is A to Z. If you sort Z to A, it works. No, Z to A itself not work. What do you mean with this? EAY. No. Let's see. Let's first do the small one, a simple one, and see where we are getting it wrong. Not giving the option. Where is it grayed out? Z to A. It's even wrong. Even Z to A is wrong. So I think let's leave that one for now. So let's leave the.
When you get it later, you can just still tell us the way you did last week.
Wait till. Did we create another one? Did we create another one?
It's the same thing. Huh?
I can't remember when we created this one. So let me do for the last time. Sorry. So we want us to move on that thing now. So automatically every time the report is updated. Okay. No calculation. The thing believe in no calculation. I don't know why the thing refused to answer our own prayer. Okay. Drag the item of the H band field to display them in any order. You should drag them to display them in any order. But it's not dragging now. So it's asking us to drag it, that we can, it's draggable. It's something that we can drag. Okay. Sorry. Teenager hub. Okay. I think it's draggable. If you didn't get that one, this is another option. I select the two. If you click on just one cell, it won't work. The two together, the row label and the value. So we have the teenager, the adult. Okay, young adult will go up now. From this, use this. Consider that it has come to dragging item, dragging icon. This cross. So I think it's okay now. It's arranged now. This is what we want to achieve by creating that formula. So that means we can actually do it manually only. Any question?
Sir, hello.
Hello?
How do you say we should drag manually? You drag them.
Yes. That is what
So can you just do it again? Can you just do it again? Can you just do it again? This dragging.
Okay. Select
After you go and
select the
sort.
row. Select the row you want to drag. Then you see when you bring your cursor there, that's turned to this dragging icon. Can see that it's moving. You can just put it where you can just put it where you want it to be. Teenager now. You want to bring it teenager down. Is that clear now? So that's how to do it. You select it together. Then you see the drag, this drag icon will show. Can take it anywhere. This thing is showing to show. So that is that. I think we've answered all the questions here. Okay, payment type. By payment type. Okay, this one is double. Let's use this one for payment type. Payment type. Payment type. So we have cash, credit, and e-wallet. So this is how people pay. When people pay cash, compared to people who use credit cards and who use their e-wallet. Hello.
Sir,
Yes.
is there a way to remove a column from this pivot field? If you don't want, like on my own, I noticed I had months twice. And I checked the data table. It was only 1 month column that I have. So I don't know where the other one came from.
I don't
So
know. Let's see your screen. I don't know. I don't understand your question.
No, I'm not. No, like this month you're seeing here now.
Yeah, we are seeing 2 months.
I have 2. I don't know where it came from. And on my main table, it's just only 1 month column that I have. So I was trying to remove it. Is there a way to remove anything from here that you do not want? Just asking.
I think it's possible now. Hold on.
Okay.
Choose. Let's see something here. It's possible now. It's possible. We first feed the settings. Yeah. Let's see the options here. Settings. Click on settings. And still showing the same thing. Use section and area. Section selected. And area side by side. Use section only. Area section only. It's not showing here. Sort in the A to Z. But maybe you can. Is it possible to share your screen? Let's see if something we can do.
No, sir. There's no light. I'm just using my phone.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Maybe when you have opportunity to share it, we look at what we can do.
I went at my slides as I've done. That's from the previous assignment you gave.
I don't know why. I don't know why you get the two.
I don't know, because possibly. I checked my table.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Not one table is not hiding. Are you sure
it's not? I checked.
It's not hidden.
Okay. I will check the.
Check the ABC.
I'll
check the ABC to be sure that the number correct. AQRSTU. Be sure that there is no one column is not hidden. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know why. Okay. So now I think we are done with all our questions. Well, let me just take you around the pivot table house before we move to pivot chart. Let's go around the house and see how the house look like. This is a table. Let's just use this table. Remember, all these things you can do either column or row for them. Like in all this age now, this label now. You can come here and put what do you call it? Payment type to see how people pay. It's not is what we have done is just based on that question. Payment type can be brought in here. Report table. Okay, sorry. Overlap. There's a table in front of me. That's the reason why that one cannot go. Control X.
So can you explain that again? That thing you said in front of that thing that happened.
Because I want to expand. I want to expand this table. I want to put something in front of it so that it will show it will go up. But there's a table here. This table will stop it.
Stop
That's
it
what
from
saying.
expanding.
Yeah. Yes. Let me do it again. Let's read the question together. Let's read the comment together. In case I think somebody called me like last month or so. Oh, Mr. Vale, you are the one. Can see, is there a pivot table report cannot overlap another pivot table report?
Yeah.
Because there's a table in front of it already. That's why it cannot overlap. So I think this one does not have any table. Let's use this one. Let's bring payment type here. So consider. So there's no limit to how you can analyze. It doesn't mean that it has to be straight line like this one we did alone. No, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean to be.
Mean that we can move the.
You can move anything into the column or row. Anytime.
No, you don't understand. This row, this K and L now. Can we move it to like the way we move tables around? Can we move it
which one is K and L?
This where your cursor is now. Okay. If I don't want, I want to move this what God now? I want to move this analysis to that shift it to another cell. Is it possible?
You want to insert column, Abi?
Not insert, like I want to move it like the way I can copy and then move it to and paste it in another place. I don't think it's possible.
You mean you want to move like cut, Abi? Cut and paste.
Yes.
Yes. Possible. It's possible.
Okay.
I just cut.
Okay. So to give the space that we want
to this one, yes, it's possible.
Okay.
Very well.
Okay.
So, okay. So I just show you that it doesn't mean that everything has to be straight line like this. It depends on what you want to analyze and how you want analysis to cover the area you want to really expose. You are putting touchlight on top. That's why I see put this one again. So you can see that if you like, you can put anything under anything. Let's say you want to put date, even under the age, you can even put it, but there is a table here. Okay, good. Let's I think I want to take you around the house. When we click on this, we have analyze and we have design. On under analyze, we have these options. We have pivot table name. If you want to name all the table, you can name them. We have active field here. The active field is some of cells, which is under because when I click on this, the active field here is this. So field settings. Sum is already on sum. If you want to change it, you can change it. So come back. So we have slicer. We are coming to slicer later. Change this data source. Let's say the change. If let's say we didn't name our sales, this table before. Let's assume that we didn't name it, and we added year, we added month, we added age band. When you refresh it, nothing will happen. It will not join. So in that case, what you have to do is you go to please let me put up my GNU. There's no fuel. Don't forget. I'm sorry, please 1 minute. So sorry, my laptop, my battery has full since. I'm still running again when there's no fuel in town. Okay, So we have, we are still on analyze, Abby. We can, so this source, that means in that case, you have to go and select that range here again. Because if it is not table, you can see that it's showing me the table now. If I want to show add anything, I have to select that range again to include the new line, the new column that I added. That is how to change source, this data source. Then this clear, want to clear any format. Use a clear format. I don't want to clear all. So I don't want to clear anything. This one that is I want to clear that. I don't want to clear it. Leave it. So select entire pivot table. Okay, leave it. I don't need it. So you can just to show. Analyze. Then if you want to move pivot table, you can move it to another location, new worksheet or existing worksheet. So how to move? You select the place where you want it to be. Then we have field, item, and set. This place, calculated feed. Let's leave this one for now. Let's leave this one for now. This one is more formula. It's more of formula. Let's say you want to create a new field yourself. You want to create, let's say you want to create let's assume that there's no gross income there. Let's assume that there's no that profit is not there before. You can just say, okay, profit equals to that would be total sales. Okay, let's say times 2. Don't worry. Times 2. Click add. Okay. You can see now we have a profit here on this table. Can you see the profit? I use formula total sales times 2. That is how calculated feed work. But I don't want to take you to that area. Let's leave that area for now. That is calculated feed under analyze. That's how to use this area. Then we have this is chart. We are coming there. But here, there's something here. Option. Under this option, we are still on this. Let's leave this. Analyze. Option. There are some things under this option that are good. Option. Now we have layout. Merge and center cell with label. That one problem. Okay. Something here. This, you see this auto fit column. You see that each time we change something, this column will either expand or collapse. All these columns are expanding or collapsing based on the value of what we are putting inside. Let's say you don't want the column to change. Let me look at one example. Let's look at one example where okay. Let's look at this. You don't want it to expand more than this. Just like you want it to be like this, just like this. You come to analyze and click on option here. Option. Then you uncheck this auto fit. It will not auto fit again. And you click OK. You can see that it will not auto fit again. If you take anything out and take anything inside. City. Let's move it out and see. Overlapping. Overlapping problem. So Control Z, sir. So that's how to use, that is what I want to show you there. Under this option. There's still more options here. Table and total. If you want, if you don't want this table we have, you don't want to show the total for row or the column, you can remove it. It's possible very well. Remove it. Consider the row total and the column total will go off. So those are the things you can do with that is the family house. Pivot table family house. Display. Anything you want to display, show or expand button. Show which one is this one? Conceptual tooltip. Tooltip. I don't know. Yes. I don't know how to
Can I ask a question that is affecting one of my visualization on a pivot chart?
Okay, ask you. Is it pivot chart, Abi? No. You cannot ask now. When we get to pivot chart, you get. So, text. So that's us, huh? So let's leave that for now. What is design? After analyze, we have designs. Design also affected. Don't show total, show all total, show subtotals, grand total also. Grand total, you can determine which one to off, which one to on. And report view layout. Layout can come in various forms. Look at this one. Let's stay on this pivot table here. The layout, there are 4 different layouts that we have in the pivot table. We have compact form, which is one method. The second method is outline form. Please look at this table very well. Look at this table very well. I click on this. Look at how the table will look like. Report layout, compact form, which is we have the sum of total, column, and row label here. Then we change it to outline form. Consider you change it to month and city. Then we change it to the third one, tabular form. So it's like those two look alike. Maybe because there's no total, it's not showing very well. Let's move back to total.
So, hello, Kim.
Hello.
There's no change in what you're clicking on.
There is changing. There are changes there.
I'm not seeing any change. I've been watching. I'm looking at the screen.
There is, but you are not seeing it. You are not seeing it. Let's bring the total. Okay, the on for both of them. On for row and column. Okay. Look at here. We have sum of total and city and month. Here, Abi. Now, look at. Let me select it. Now, when I click on this compact form, you can see the way it arranges. It changed this one to row label and column label instead of city and month. Can you see it now? Now let's look at another example where it can show. Let's see whether this one will show better. Let's see. We have the age. We have the age band there, age and looking at where what we show better. Let's have more. Under this one now, let's bring gender to this age. Let's bring gender again. So you will see how they look alike. Okay, let's go move this one itself. Control X. Let's take it to a fresh page so that we can see what we are doing very well. Control V. Control X. Control V. So let's take this one to a fresh page. It's just showing how pivot table can look. There are about 3 or 4 different forms, but there's 3 here now. There's a form you can take. Just the look, the way it looks like. Okay, let's click on it. And I said we should bring gender here. Okay. So let's collapse this. Click on design and report layout. First one is compact, which is what we can see here, right? Now look at the second one, outline form. Can you see that it has changed? Can you see now? Control Z, Control Y. Hello, Uche. Hello, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay,
Yeah.
can you see? Is it clear now here? I think it's clear under this one, right? Or you've not seen any difference? Control Z.
Well,
This one. Can you see this one now? Can you see this?
I'm seeing it.
This outline form, right? Now, the other one, this other method. Oh, this is compact method. This other one, outline. Can you see now? Can you see the way it grouped them? It changed the grouping from under this, under the H to another column. Then we have the other one, tabular. Can you see the third one now? So those are the ways, those are the 3 ways by which pivot table can look. That's under report layout. Then repeat all item labels. If you want to repeat all the labels, it will show on everything. All the labels, we are saying 10 to 20. Instead of just showing in a single place, 10 to 20, 10 to 15, 10 to 15 to 19. So you can, if you want to show all your label, you can show it. If you want to show all your label, you can just do not show. Do not show all the labels. So you already know that these 2 are cash. These 2 are credit card. These 2 are e-wallet. These 2 are total sales. So you already know. But if you want to show credit card and everything, e-wallet, you just click on this and you put repeat all labels. That's the family house I want to show you, and the row label and this one. So just how you want it to look. There are different styles which you can click from. If you want to design it any way you like it, that one is not the problem. So that is that. Now we are leaving from this pivot table now. We are moving to pivot chart. Pivot chart, just like normal chart, is a way to graphically show your analysis.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello.
This thing you have just done, is this data entry or what we call data entry, sir?
Data entry. Okay. Data entry is how to enter data now. To enter data, A, B, C, D. Data entry really now. What I'm doing is data entry. You get it? This is data entry. What I'm doing, this ABC, this is called data entry. You're entering data.
Okay, Mr. Akim.
In
So
each
now,
row and column.
Sir?
Is it in each row and column?
Yes, just to enter. What data entry is just about entering data. But people who do, if we want to do training on data entry, what I don't tell you is that, okay, how do you enter data when you want to enter invoice data, you want to enter sales data, you want to enter inventory, how to enter debtors list. You get it? That's what they will just train you. What I told, but data entry is just to enter data. So you want to add any other skill to that, you learn how to add, how to do all those ones, how to create table, how to do so many things. So those are the things you just teach under data entry. But with your knowledge of Excel, You just need somebody to just put through to just take you through those things. You are done. Okay, somebody is asking a question, please.
I wanted to say that when Mr. Fale that just said something about data entry now?
Yes, is that what you call this? Is it data entry?
So what I wanted to just add was that entry.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Now.
We can't hear you. Please, can you come again?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, I said that I was just referring to what Mr. Fale said, if I'm right, that
yes.
Data entry is just to impute the data, yes. Whereas what we are doing is to analyze, to mine, data. To refine the data.
Yes.
Okay.
You're right. Okay. So like I said, data entry is just to enter data. That's just it. But people who, because I know there are some people who do data entry training and data entry as a way of their means of livelihood. What they teach them is about how to enter data, how to create sales invoice, how to keep sales invoice, how to post this thing, how to post that, how to type. So everything is just about typing and keeping record. You get it now? That is what they do under those who do that, but it's just about typing data, not to analyze data or anything. It's just about typing data, how to type data, how to create data, how to create table, how to keep information, all those things. That is what data entry is all about. Okay, so I just want to move to pivot chart now. All these tables we can see. You can see that if you give somebody these tables, I think somebody should be able to understand this. Total sales, total this and that. But no human being will see picture more than even figures. Even though we can see that this table that we have here, this large table. Okay, somebody say now, I want to know how many males are buying from us. It's very difficult if you don't analyze this very well. You cannot see anything. That's where the job of analysis and analyst is very important. Somebody just carry this table and they say, MD, this is our table. You can see the MD will just look, nothing will happen. You can't take any decision from this. From here now, but from this table that we have done already, all these ones, that's okay. So this, we have to channel this thing more on this particular product. This particular product is not doing fine. Why is it not doing fine? Who are the category of people who are buying it? What profit are we making from it? What are the age category of people who are buying from it? And which month are we selling more? Which quarter are we selling more? Is it possible that only this quarter, is it just coincidence, or that's the way it happens every year? You know, with this summary, it's easy to come up with a decision. You can see this one now. Okay, the elderly are not buying, so that means we should not target them. Who are we going to target? Or maybe last year we have elderly buying like 50%. This year they are buying like 20%. What is wrong with it? Why this and why that? That is where analysis has come to help us. So with this short analysis we have here, we can see the summary of our business. But graphically, it shows better. You remember so many things better when you work with graphics. And it's easy, and it's even easier to manipulate, to show some other things, and it will stay in your memory than just ordinary figure. Now let's now start working with this data one by one. Okay, let's start from here. Let's cut this. Control X, and move it to the first table. Let's take it here. Control V. Control V. So we have assist analysis by product line. This is our product. Delete. Yeah. You know what happened? When I double click on this, it opens all electronics that we sold. That's one good thing about pivot table. When I double click on this electronics, you can see that it immediately open. It creates the list of that electronics. What make up electronic sales only? You can see it's when I double click on it, it shows me everything that has to do with electronics only, but we don't need that for now. So if you like, we call it drill down. Drill down. When you want to drill down in Power Pivot, when you double click on any cells, any number, it will bring out all information that has to do that make up this 49,000 now. If you double click this, it's going to show you what make up that. So, but we don't need that now. Okay, now we want to create chart from here. How do we do that? Select your data set or anywhere within the data set and click on insert. You see before chart here. Before chart. So these are the example, these are the available chart here. We have, this is a column charts, cluster column, stacked column, 100% stacked, 3D cluster column, all this one 3Ds. So this is the column chart. We have line chart. We have line chart. We have pie chart. We have bar chart. We have area chart, XY scatter, and the rest. But majorly, there are 2 or 3. The most used chart in Excel is a bar and column chart. Not only in Excel, in visualization generally, bar chart, column chart, and pie chart. Because in fact, even the dumb person understand them. The most dumb human being, they understand column. This one is taller than this. This one is bigger than this. This one is, and the one that also follow them is line chart. It's also clearer. You can see how they are moving. Okay, this month it go up, this one it go down. So all these other charts, you need somebody to interpret them most of the time. So let's start with this. This is recommended chart. So let's click on this and click OK. So this thing that we have here before, we have translated now into visuals now. This our table here. This one is pivot table. This is pivot chart. We have pivot table before, we have pivot chart. So when you click on pivot chart, look up, please look at this up here. Instead of two, analyze and design. When I click on this, it becomes 3. Analyze, design, and format. Analyze, just like we did, analysis is the same thing like what we have before. It's the same thing. Design is like the same thing, but the difference is that here we have chart instead. We have chart instead. So you can select if you don't want to format much, you want to select a already formatted whatever, you can go around it and see if there is anyone that you can choose. You can just go around and see if you have anyone that you want to use. So it depends on your taste. So, but let's stay with the first one we have here. Let's say with the one we are using and the format too. Here we are going to, this is where we are going to spend some of the time, but we'll not use this format up here. We're going to use the format option on the right side. Now we have this chart here. Let's say, let's format this chart and see how it's going to look like. On this chart, there are some elements here. Let me click on this. This one you have here are called field. So you can change that, you can hide them, hide value field. You can delete, some of them are deletable, while some will not delete. Now that is called field. We have this one. This is called header or title bar. Here we have x-axis. Here we have, hold on. We don't need the field list, sorry. Hold on. Let me show. I want to show some so that as I'm mentioning the name, we'll be seeing it on the right side there. Options. Okay, good. Now, when I click on this table, when I click on the entire table now, look at this name. It call it the format chart area. That is the entire chart area. Now, when I click on this, it's telling me this is the axis. What we have here is axis option. If I want to format this now, when I click on this format axis option will come up. If I click on this, what I want to do is to format the entire chart area. If I click on this middle, this is just a plot area. If I want to format just the plot area, this is the middle. It's called a plot area. Now, let me select this. This is called data series, or this line. All this line, we call them data series. You can see them. We have data series here. Now, click on this. We call this one legend. This one by the side. If you have like two, let's say we have two here, we have legend. One will show, the blue will show something, the red will show something. That's called data label. This is also axis too. This is also another axis. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. So this one also is also a field that can be hide or delete. Some of the field can be hide, can be hide, while some can be deleted. Now let's format this table one by one. Let's see how the format will look like. This title. Let's click on the title and give on. This is our total sales. Total sales by product line. Product line. So now with this one that we have here, under this chart table, we have three options here. We have two options first, title option and text option. Under title option, we have three options here. We have this one, fill, we have effect, and we have size and property. So let's see what we have under fill. Under fill, we have color and we have border. So if you want to put any color, you want to fill this box, this total whatever with color, you come here and you fill the color. And you determine the type of color you want to put there. Let's say you want it to be a light blue. So you can put it in color. If you want to use the pattern fill, select a pattern fill. If you want to use gradient that will vary, that will be becoming thicker or lighter, you want to use a solid color. Or if you don't want you want no fill, you want it to be empty. Good. Now, if you want to use border too, you want to use border. What kind of border do you want to put there? You want to put the line across it. That's okay. You want to use solid line. You put the color that you want to be there. And how transparency is you look, the width, the thickness of the color. So you select all those ones there. So, but in this case, let's put no color, no border. So let's take it to the middle. So now this, we are still on header, on the title rather. So after fill, we have this effect, the shadow. How do you want us to look like? You want the shadow to move towards the right or whatsoever. If you want it to have shadow, put it there. Transparency, all those things, you can just look at those ones later. Then we have alignment, middle, center. Middle center is okay. The text direction is okay as a horizontal. Then after this title option, we have text option. Text, the text inside now. What we have done is just the border itself. The text option now, the text we have in between, within the whatever. Now, how do you want the text to look like? Let's say we want the text to, let's give the text color. Blue. And the preset, is it okay like this? Okay, I think it's not bad. Let's leave it like this. So these are the things you can just do. All these options are available for this header. Now let's come to this ones, this sum of the total sales. Since we already have it, so sales and the product line, let's hide it. Let's hide all feed. Let's hide it. So then we come to this place. This axis, let's see how we can format it. Just like we did under this, we have, when you select any parameters on this chart, you're going to see what we can do with it on the right side. Under this axis now, we have these two options again, axis option and text options. Under axis, we have 4 buttons here. 1, fill. 2, line. So these are the first things we can do with it, but do we have anything to do here now? I don't think so. We don't need to color it. Let's leave it as black. If you want to change the color, you can change the color. Then let's come to the shadow. We don't need all this shadow thing. Then alignment is okay like that. Then we have this. Here, I will show you something here. Axis option. Here, if you want to change the range, you can see that it started from 44,000. You can see from 44,000 to 58,000. Let's say you want to start from 0. From 0. You can also do it. You can see that now, when that is the reason why when you're talking of visualization, you have to be very careful and you have to look at it critically. Look at what we have here before. Control Z. Look at it. This one is looking like there's no sales at all. But when you change the baseline, when they have the same baseline now, under this, when you put them on the same baseline, 0, you can see that it's now okay. You can see the effect of changing the axis alone. And ordinarily, when I talk about good practice in this thing, it's always good to start from 0, unless otherwise stated. It's always good to start from 0. So then we have the axis here. This unit is in 1,000, 2,000. With 10,000, that's the difference between them, 10,000. 0 to 10,000 to whatever. But display unit here, this display unit, there is no unit here. There's no unit. So you can change it. Let's say this is in 1,000. Let's format this in 1,000. Instead of having long whatsoever, you can just type it and give it a short whatsoever. It's everything now in 1,000. Instead of having the long whatsoever, you can change how the display is. If you want to put it in millions, you can make it in millions. So, but in this case, let's make it in 1,000. Let's put this in thousands. Then let's see what we can do here. Under the tick mark, nothing. Label. Now, if you want to label it, you want label to show next to the axis or no label. So if you want to label it, you remove the label. You can also remove label from here. You can remove the label actually from here, data label. You get it now. So you can remove it from there. Now that we remove from the axis now, it's already on top. We have put the label on top. So let's go back. Let's go back so that we'll do it one by one. So we can see that we have this now here now. We put it in thousands and numbers here. Let's see what we have under the numbers here. Okay, you want to format the number. You want to format it. Let's remove the 2 decimal place to 0. So I think we are good with that. Then let's come to this grid line, the line in between. Grid line most of the time is not actually useful. So you can just delete it. Just click delete. Grid line here, just right click and delete. So now let's come to this So, okay, under this place again, I think we still have text option. You can, let's increase the font. Let's look at the font. And the size, let's increase the size a bit. Okay. Now let's come to this data series. Now, here we have fill. The color is okay. If you want to change your color, you can change it. You can choose any color you like. If you have color from your computer, you can even bring it in. You want to use a pattern color, you are free. So you can just select any color you want to use. So it depends on what you want to do. But you know, if it's not taken, the color might even take can take even the analysis away. Instead of people seeing the analysis, they will just look at the design and they will not be able to concentrate on your analysis. So look at pick the color there. The border, if you want the border to be solid, there's a line on it. And the thickness of the line, the transparency, the width. Let's increase the width, the thickness of the border. We can do that. Then under this, we have, okay, that's it. We have done that. Then we have this. This is where we have the other series options. Now, here I will show you something here. This data label, this series here, you can increase the gap or reduce the gap. The gap in between each of these series. There is gap in between them. You can decide to reduce the gap. And let's make this 100. From this 219%, let's make it 100. The gap is too much. Let's make it 100 and see. Okay, I think it's better now. The gap is closer now. So you can do this. Then you come to these other ones also. You can format it also. Let's just make it a little bit bold. Control B. And I think it's okay like that. That one is just okay like that. So I think we are done with this. We are done with this. Let's leave this. Okay, this total, we don't need it again. We don't need the total because we already know that everything here is already total sales. So that is that. You can increase the size if you think you need it. Okay, good. So that is that about the column chart. Control S. Now, can we look at one more chart before we call it a day? Or we should just call it a day and finalize tomorrow? Can we look at one more chart?
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, since we have tomorrow, we can maybe tomorrow, but I know tomorrow night is more of summary, right?
No, it's not summary. It's continuation of the job. Finalizing. We are going to finalize everything tomorrow. Not summary. It's going to be a real day job.
What about our SQL?
Because I wanted to ask a question.
Ask a question.
On what they gave us, the thing you sent to us, the folders. I tried opening each of them.
Yes.
So I wanted to be sure of because I have already downloaded
everything. Good.
But I don't know whether, like, I have about 8 different folders.
Yes.
But inside each of them,
yes,
there are some of them that just has only one, like the NSW.
Okay.
I have only 2020 and 2021.
Okay.
And again, all the ones analyzed in all these things, I want to get exactly.
Did you read it? Did you read what you have inside it? There is everything has there is a PDF that I put inside everything where I explain what you are going to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the PDF. No, I didn't go through. No, I didn't go through the PDF.
You have, like to, this, you have to go through it.
Sorry, the Rotten Tomato movies have only just one .svs, only one Excel.
Only one is okay now to work. When you open that one, you can do the analysis there.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I didn't read the
You have to read it.
PDF. Okay, I
You
will
have
go
to
back
read the
and
PDF. When you read the PDF, that's when you can understand the information. There are times when even when you open it yourself, you may need just to use your initiative to do just think on what to analyze there. If it's something you can do yourself, if you can analyze it one by one by yourself, good. But I've put the PDF there to guide you through. So if you have read it and you don't have questions, then you can now ask for that question. You get it now. So if you want to ask any question, you can ask thereafter. So with this now, I think, hello.
Yes, I have a question, sir.
What is that question?
In my last visualization, I mistakenly pressed protect worksheet, and it's now telling me that this worksheet I cannot make any editing inside it again. So I don't know how to do out of it.
You don't have to unprotect. Go to your review. Go to your review and click on protect sheet. Okay. You see protect sheet here. You see unprotect. Go and unprotect it. It's okay. So Mr. I believe that we can call it a day today. Who else is supporting that?
Yeah.
I've asked you. Who else is supporting that? Can we call it a day, or we should do one more?
Yes, we can. We can call it a day.
Call it a day, okay? Good. So I think with this, we called today's a day. We called it a day today. So tomorrow we are going to continue with our pivot chart and the dashboard creation, how to create a dashboard that will interact with people. Thank you for your time. So please, I will advise you to take your time. Practice, practice, practice. And up till now, you know, even Mr. Uche, you are asking me now that you have not done the one we did in class. Only one person has submitted. Only one person has submitted the one we did in class. That I said of the pivot table that we stopped about 3 weeks ago. Nobody, apart from one person, nobody has submitted their own.
Excel or
the pivot table
is
we
it
did
Power BI or Excel?
The Power BI we did in class. The Power BI we did in class.
Yes.
Only one person has submitted. Yes. Only one person submitted. If you don't submit the one we did in class, how am I going to show that you will get the one that we put in that folders? Do the one we do in class first. You can ask questions so that it will help you to ask questions when you are doing it. Then when you want to do your own, it will help you. The knowledge of the one we do in class will help you to solve the problem in those ones. Please, that's why I'm hammering on practices. Practice, practice, practice. And the best way to practice is to do the one we do in class. At least I think we try to make it as practical as possible. We interact in class. I ask questions from you. You show your screen. But by now, I think after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you should have completed that one project first. That class aside, that class work. So if you don't finish that class work, how many weeks will it take you to now finish 8 visuals? How many weeks will it take you to finish 8 visuals? Please, it's a real work. You put in for the work, and I can bet it's worth it. And what you put in for data analysis is worth it. If you go online and search for the rate at which the analysts are needed worldwide, whether virtually or locally, is increasing day in, day out. And the more practical you work on, the more confident you become yourself. And these are the things you can put on your own this thing. I think that somebody who followed me on Grace, and somebody that is somebody else that follow me on LinkedIn. You see some of the visuals I created. They are apart from the ones I sent to you. All those ones I sent to you are not even there at all. You see now, please practice, practice, practice. So that will help you. You can show. It doesn't mean you can't become a master in a day. No, what you are doing now is a beginner. You know yourself to be a beginner, but the more you work on, the more you become intermediate, and the more you become expert. So many things you are not taught in class. When you are doing it yourself, you have to do research. You have to go online, ask questions online. Go to your Google, how to remove this, how to change this in Power BI. how to add this in Tableau, how to do this in Excel. You get it now? We can't teach. I can't teach you everything. Even myself, I don't know everything. But I've given you something that will help you. That wherever you see, when you see Excel, you see analysis, you see pivot table. Okay, you will not be afraid. You start. When you start, the thing will be opening itself one by one, one by one, one by one. Okay, you see this leg, good. You see this leg, good. I don't know how to do this. Go online and search. You get it now, but you already have the basic knowledge. But if you don't practice it, you think you know, you may not know. You may not know. Please and please and please and please, I'm begging you in the name of God. Everybody to try and practice. You can see my friend, my old friend, Mr. Faleye, keep asking me a question that he has done this, he has problem. He did this, he protect the sheet with his own hand. He cannot protect it again. Good. Those are the things you'll be coming across when you are working. When you are working. So that shows that you are working. But if you don't ask question, Mr. Philip, are you there? Is he there? Oh, he has gone. Let me see. Okay, I don't know if he's still there. Okay, he's still there. Now, there was a time during the week, he was working on one of the projects. He called my attention to it. And we both look at it together and we solve the problem. That is it. But if you don't work, you will not know. Please and please and please. I beg you in the name of God, try. So that's the way to maximize your money. The money is not much. Maybe that's the reason why we are taking it with levity. If we have paid 200,000 for that training, I know you know how much people pay. If you pay 200,000 or you pay 100,000 or 80,000, I know we will take it more serious. We don't even want to miss any class. I get it, man. God will help us. Thank you.
Sorry, Mr. Blackim, you got it wrong now with the price. Issue is not the price. Most of us, you said, are working, like you said.
I think. I said.
Even if I pay 200,000 naira, and when it's clashing with my work, I will still do my office work first.
Okay.
So it's not an issue of not being serious, but it's the timing. But like you said, definitely practicing is the best way to learn.
You may not. You may have to shave your sleeping at times. Your sleep may suffer, but just try and try. Like I said, try and try. It's not easy. You get it? Most of the time, I don't sleep until 1 or 2. Because me too, I'm learning. I'm not a master in anything. I'm not a master in anything, even in Excel. I'm not master. I'm learning every day. I learn almost every day. Almost every day I learn. I wake up in the morning learning. I learn before I sleep. You get it? I think go to work. Please, let's try. I know you are working. Let's try and try and try. Yes, you want to talk?
Yeah, I just want to encourage them, and I appreciate your class, sir. I paid for another class. I think a financial modeling. They had Power BI too, and they had Excel part of it. But I can tell there's so much.
Grace, Abby.
This is Grace.
Okay.
There's so much. That's why there's so much difference between your class and that other class I attended. I don't think I'm even interested in any certificate. What you have given me here, in fact, is so much. I don't think anybody will take this class the way you have taken it like this, with your workbooks and everything well arranged. You know what you want to do in the class. So I encourage each and every one of us here, hold on to these classes, go and practice. It will help you. Listen to those videos, go back, and then work on your own. Create a time for it. You cannot understand if you do not practice. You have to create that time for it. If it's on a Sunday, you say you want to do it. Let your Sunday be your Sunday. And if it's one recording you finish, you see that you have gained a lot. With this, I'm very confident. I'm not afraid of. In fact, I'm even seeing a lot of videos in all these shortcuts in Excel now. They are not looking strange again.
Yes.
Almost everything in Excel, something that you know. So people should. I just want us to hold on to this class. Nobody will give. I don't know, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't think anybody can give me what better than what Mr. Kim has given us in this class.
Thank you so much, Auntie Grace. Thank you.
Anybody.
I appreciate I appreciate your commendation. Please, everybody, let's try. Please. I'm not, like I said, I'm not the best, but when you practice, you see, There are free courses online, so many free courses. But if you don't have solid background, you just enroll into all those courses and you run away. You enroll and you run away. But with this background that you have, all those courses will make meaning. It will have meaning when you enroll in free courses online. Thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend. So we will meet tomorrow by the grace of God. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.